Before the world knew his name, Neymar was just a kid who played like happiness itself, had learned to dribble. On the streets of Praia Grande, he learned to turn every problem into a trick, every fear into a feint. He smiled when he won. He smiled when he lost. Joy wasn't something he showed. It was something he was. At Santos, the boy became a phenomenon. Brazil didn't just watch him, they believed in him. With every goal, the expectations grew. Brazil whispered the same thing. He's the one. In 2014, the dream wasn't just his. It belonged to millions. Then came the moment that froze a nation, the hit that stole his breath and almost stole his future. He couldn't move. He couldn't feel his legs. And for the first time, the boy made of joy felt fear. Doctors told him he was 2 centimeters away from never walking again. His World Cup was over. His dream was gone. And for the first time, the smile disappeared. Brazil played on without him, but the nation felt the hole he left behind. When the noise faded, he was left alone with a question he had never asked. Who am I without football? He wasn't afraid of pain. He was afraid of never feeling like himself again. Recovery wasn't heroic. It was slow, painful, and full of days where he wanted to give up. But every time he wanted to quit, he remembered the barefoot kid who played for joy, not trophies. His body was healing, but his mind was still bruised. Weeks later, he touched a ball again. It felt unfamiliar, like meeting an old friend after too long. For a moment, the joy returned, not fully, but enough to remind him of who he was. But outside, the world questioned everything: his return, his strength, his future. He made a promise not to the world, but to the kid he used to be. We're not done yet. Every morning, he woke up sore, tired, and unsure, but he showed up anyway. Some days, his legs felt heavy. Other days, his heart did. Outside, the world questioned if he'd ever return. Inside, he questioned it too. One night, exhausted and hurting, he wondered if the dream had ended in that collision. A teammate told him softly, "You don't have to rush. Just don't stop." The next morning, he woke up with something he hadn't felt in weeks: hope. His steps were shaky, but they were his, and that was enough. When he touched the ball again, it felt like touching a piece of himself he thought he'd lost. He juggled once, then twice, then he laughed, the first real laugh since the injury. He remembered the barefoot boy who played for love, not applause. The day he stepped back onto the pitch, he wasn't the star Brazil expected. He was the kid who refused to give up. His first real touch wasn't perfect, but it felt like freedom. He dribbled again, not to entertain, but because it made him feel alive. He wasn't the same player as before. He was better because he had learned to rise. In the end, it wasn't strength that brought him back, it was joy. The same joy that lived in the kid he never stopped being.